Good morning, CEOs. How are you guys doing? I tell you what, this has been, man, this morning was kind of nippy. I walked outside with my Roddy, let her do her thing while I was out there, of course, with my morning Joe. I jumped into this session after I got back in, fed her. She's over there doing her thing right now, Miss Zuri May. And I got to thinking, guess what? We are in, from a business standpoint, we're in the second quarter. It starts October, November, December. We're at the end of January, February, March, second quarter if you're business. But if you're just looking at the calendar, we're just in the first quarter, January, February, March of 2025. And I believe this is a good time to take the session. Reason why I think that because this is that spring month. Spring month normally starts in the month of March 1st and it goes all the way to May 31st. So, my question to you guys is simply this: what is your YouTube spring canvas as a CEO, creator, entrepreneur, and high level operating are you setting out to be your best springtime? Spring happens up on us, and it's still like we're just shaking off the winter season. We don't know if we can go out without extra layers on. Is it going to be nice? Is it going to be cold? Is what's enough? What's I like to say not enough right now. It's about 36 degrees, but I think the temperature today is going to be here in Georgia a nice sunny 75 degrees. So, I want to welcome each and every one of you back to CEO 369 Consulting. And I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming out once again. That spring energy is there. I think I told you guys like on yesterday, a lot of things are transpiring for me as a government employee. We're in the midst of our huge inventory that's going on with our property, within our work, and I think we're sitting at about, just for my office, uh, both the state of Georgia and Alabama, at about 90%. Uh, and we have to the end of March to have that completed. So, what ends up happening, you even start taking stock in your household, renewal, growth, and opportunity. Pollen season hits here, so we tend to move a lot of our outdoor furniture inside because if you live in Georgia, when that pollen hits, everything turns like a greenish color. It's from your cars to, outdoor furniture. But it's for the purposes of the plants. It helps it to grow. So my question is, are you setting out to be your best this spring season? What is your canvas looking like? Did you put up a new one? Are you continuing on from the winter season, coming into the spring season? If some of you are gardeners or plant enthusiasts, I told you about me doing my lawn and getting that spruced up yesterday. I did the back over on Sunday. I'm gonna probably be out today on the front, mowing it and then spraying it down, tending to the hedges, things of that nature. Basically, what I want to talk about, what we'll cover today, the month of March and April and May, what your spring canvas is going to be looking like. And I just really feel like, for me, because of the way a lot of things are going on for myself, I like this time period, that early morning as I have time before I hit the showers, get dressed, and jump into my work day. I like to spend some time with you guys and just chop it up. I think Lashana Success, she calls it Chop It Up Wednesday. Empowering living. We have the challenge going on. Seeing message from her tonight about being consistent. It's Marvella. Her message. I got to look at it today. She just put a message out. Faith best, faith based message about the Word of God. Uh, a lot of different things that are going on. Some people I saw yesterday pick three instrumental. Brother gave me an awesome. I'm gonna ask him what his first name is. If he doesn't mind sharing it, then I'll. But pick three. He does with the pick three on lottery. Tremendous. Um, it's just a lot going on in people's life. Right now for me, it's been, and I said yesterday, it's been a lot of assessing and adjusting. You know, the work that I'm in, how much longer I will be doing that work compared to day trading. We got a new coach in our inner circle for day traders with Juvier's inner circle, which is tremendous. That person just came on yesterday, has a wealth of knowledge in the market in the NASDAQ as well as in the Dow. And so I'm gonna be doing a deep dive on that. With quarter one, if you go January, February, March, based on the calendar, it's almost done. You know, I want to say for those of you that are small YouTube content creators, are you hitting your goal? Are you seeing your community grow? Are you seeing your personal life grow? Are you seeing your professional life grow? Are you reviewing your financials? I told my wife and I gave her kudos this last Sunday at the very busy weekend. We always sit down and we go over our numbers, review our financials. We talk about some things that are coming up. She wants to do a big event, the Sacred Tea. We went and met with a potential person that has a venue that she likes. We have two of the three that we'll be doing research on. How's that project progressing? So it's a lot of the adjustments that are going on in our lives. What adjustments are going on in your life? Again, the comments are fabulous. If you wouldn't mind, drop me a quick comment about some of the things that are changing for you as you build this momentum for yourself. Spring cleaning. Now, you guys know, especially fellas, when it comes to spring cleaning, we get a lot of the work, the wives, girlfriends, significant other, they have a list for us. So, not just in your office, but not just in your home, but also right here. Spring cleaning in your mind, spring cleaning in your heart, spring cleaning in your physicality, as well as your spirit. What are those mindset, your heart set, your health set, as well as your soul set? What are those things that you are making adjustments to? And scheduling time for it. I'm a veteran and I go and get my checkups, checking out the things for myself, the benefits that are afforded to me. I like to eliminate distractions and inefficiencies. I got a message from one of my employees last night for the work that that person believes that they are doing, uh, taking it into consideration as always, and then I'll discuss it and have a opportunity to chop it up or talk with them and let them know how much I appreciate all their work that they're doing, but just to be real with them too, because as a matter of fact, it's just a part, in my viewpoint, maybe able to sell me differently, it's part of your job, as I like to say. Also, being able to delegate, that's a very important thing for us to be able to remember. The art of being able to delegate, or sometimes if you don't have that knowledge on how to do that, sometimes you'll get stuck in the weeds and you think you have to do it yourself. I always say I'm not about perfection anymore. I'm just about having that work done. You know what I mean? When it comes to a lot of things, because once you have something done, then you can massage, you can mold it, you can continue to shape it and everything like that. So when you look at your canvas, step back. As they say, you can't see the forest for the trees. Sometimes you might be too close. If you step back and you take a look at things, where you're at this point in time, are you hitting those targets, for yourself, and setting the stage, big part right here. I think I showed you guys banjo. If you looked at that video, that that little fiddle leaf is growing. It has like five petals on one. I might bring it down again because it looks really good when I walk into our bathroom and I see it. And my question is, I think, when is my wife gonna move him out? Because I say banjo is a male plant, and maybe move another one in. So I'm not trying to rush him from his treatment, his spa, but it's what also the things that we do in our personal lives. What are we taking out, and then what are we putting in to help us to clean up, get ready for the spring so we don't feel like life is just passing us by, but you're really being a part of it. Just last week, we had, man, I want to say just in my work, we had a number of people, we had a position, and we have a number of high applicants. I think they had it at the 90% cutoff for men and women to apply for the position. We're onboarding a lot of folks, even some people say in the uncertainty of the job market and things that are going on, restructuring what we're doing. My team just moved to a new area. Even in my household, there are certain things that I'm restructuring here on YouTube. Like I say again, I used to do my shows in the evening, but now I am doing my shows during the daytime. That's just restructuring because things that are going on in my life. What things are going on in your life? What are you uh, making moves with? What are you restructuring? I personally believe now is the time with that spring season just setting up and things are slightly changing for the better. That's what I always say. Are you investing in the leadership training for yourself? As well as if you have a team, whether it's your children, whether it's your husband, sitting down and talk about, hey, what improvements are you looking to make for yourself? I think that is a critical aspect. The group that me and my wife are part of, TSP, Traffic Sales and Profit, they often are generating things that lead up to this year's training session that they'll be having. It's very important. But from what we've gathered in the past 2 years, we are trying to and wanting to implement those things and saying these are the things that we need to do because if you invest in yourself, it's not good enough just to invest in yourself after you've gotten trained and you've taken a class or you've done something, but you have to act up on it. It's just like cooking, healthy kitchen wizard, Azusa's kitchen chef. When you're cooking, you have to gather all the ingredients. But if all those ingredients just sit there and you don't put them all together, whether it's the dry first and then wet, or cleaning your chicken or your meat or your fresh vegetables, your fruits, things like that, and you don't prepare something, how you know gonna know what it tastes like? Now up here in your head, you see a finished product. Now you have to put that work into it. And that's the important part of this is your vision for what you see for your small YouTube content, is that vision aligned? Does your team know where you're heading? And that team may just be you. Do you know where you're heading in your YouTube journey, you know, to that territory called legacy? When we think about the month of April, after we come out of soon to be out of the month of March, are we executing? Are we expanding? A couple videos ago, I talked about expand beyond that circle. You know, having, March is about adjustments. April, that month, will be about execution. Yeah, we're still in the month of March and we're redefining, shaping, and making those things happen. You know, what are the things that you're looking to do as we get into, this second quarter? If you're looking at the calendar, what can you increase in your operation? Even if it's just taking personal inventory within yourself, to see what's going on. This thing is driving me crazy. That's what happens when you get up and work out and want to get things done, in the morning. You know, build that culture. I'm sorry, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Mm. That's some good stuff right there. Build a culture of excellence, as if nothing else but for yourself. Are you reinforcing your values on the things that you do in your workplace, in your personal life, as well as in your professional life? You know, what what are you how are you engaging with your employees? Or if you're an employee, how are you engaging with your boss? With you as a creator, how are you engaging with the things that you're shooting to create? As well as an entrepreneur, what are you doing with that particular business that you have, that model that you have? What are your strategies? Do you have a culture of urgency? Do you take ownership? Right there, that word right there, ownership, is hugely important, because I think it helps us to start out our day with just very good overall mindset, heart set, health set, and soul set. And that's what my mentor Robin Sharma would say. If you own your morning, you will elevate your life. And this is could be in small steps, incremental steps. I had one of my employees call out today or text me. And my number one thing is always I like to send whenever they text, I don't need the details. If you're gonna be out, you just either out annual leave, sick leave, or you are gonna be at work. I don't need to know all that surrounds it. As long as you got it on the books, use it. Because when you come through that door, I want you to be at 100 on what it is that you're doing, and then we just keep it moving. So I put a note in just to know that person won't be available. I may have to pick up slack. One of my other employees may have to do it, because as a leader, one of our main things is being able to show people that, hey, you it's not, I'm just going to be dumping on you, but I'm in this. I'm a part of this process. You know, some of the things you may be looking at is marketing and visibility on how you're going to be able to do that. Just again, for yourself, dressing for success, you know, branding refreshers if it's your business, from social medias, PR, community engagement. Where are you showing up in that facet? Are you maximizing your content strategies as far as business growth? That's another thing. Sorry, my phone just buzzed. When you get into May, it's all about acceleration and mastery. The critical piece to that is that that mid-year positioning. Right now we're still in the month of March, like I say again, but if I'm looking at the season of spring, we're talking about March 1st all the way through April into the end of May. You know, are you hitting those goals, whether it's financial, whether it's the things that you're doing, getting on the calendars to be able to meet with people, strengthening your leadership? Are you growing? Or just maintaining? That sometimes might be the case in point. What new skills or knowledge will set you apart? Morning, babe. My wife just got up. My little bee, my bumblebee. She buzzing around the house. So I know I got to get ready to jump into this shower. Strategic investments. Are you reinvesting in your business? If you have a business, partnerships, any collaborations that may be coming up for yourself, potential, you know, could elevate your brand. How are we looking at that? Are you increasing your customer or that retention and loyalty? There it is. That's that word, loyalty. I told you guys yesterday we will speak to that. That comes from you by making a full assessment within self on how you wish to have things come out to give to others so they could potentially become your customers or your clients. That's what in the Consulting Bible by Alan Weiss, that's what he speaks about. What relationships are you building in relationship to every aspect of your life? Again, as we begin to look at potentially honoring yourself, loving yourself, as well as respecting yourself, personal habits that fuel the CEO success. These are the things I'm asking you, as I do it for myself, I'm asking you to take note of. Are you prioritizing your health set, your mindset, your soul set, as well as, one, two, three, four, mindset, heart set right there, your health set and your soul set, which leads to your leadership growth overall and the whole swing of things, all the stuff that's going on. If you focus but on one or a couple of them and get to it, if you master your mornings and the things that you do, and as well as master your business, you know, those things that you master and get good at, your acumen then becomes so vital to both yourself as well as to others. And as I round this out, because I also call it my call to action, things that I'm going to put engagement into for myself, those of you as creators, entrepreneurs, and high level operator, take a look at your spring canvas this month of March, going into the month of April, as well as into the month of May. What are you creating? Comment, send a comment in the comment below box. That would be most helpful, because it truly helps me. You know, it's same as a creator, entrepreneur, and high level operators, things that I need to be working on. And I really appreciate hearing from you guys about those things. Please subscribe, like, to CEO 369 Consulting. I hope to continue to bring you guys more things about leadership, more things about success, more things that I'm learning on YouTube as a way to help propel myself and make those certain pivots that I know about. But I want to share those with you guys freely, because these are strategies that I think are crucial as we get ready to walk out our door, our apartment, wherever it is that we live at throughout this world, and see them come about. I think last night our son called. He's heading over to London. He's still shooting to go back into the Navy to become an officer in the Navy. That's the direction that he wants to go. It's just so much that's going on into I want to say close to 8, almost 9 billion people. Each morning we get to wake up. We get to set our own course and the things that we're going to do. So, again, I thank you for taking the opportunity to look at this video. And I personally want to thank you guys for providing me with content that I can grow with, because I watch your videos. Your guys' videos are very important. That's why I made it a point to move my sessions to the morning, so that I can take some time out in the evening or throughout my day to catch a video. I'm focusing on long form content at this point. I've learned Restream. I know how to do shorts, things of that nature. As I look at it, actually, this is going to be from November, December, January, February, almost my fifth month. And I'm really, truly enjoying it. And I appreciate each of you guys. So, with that, I'm going to put it at this point. As my mentor Robert Sharma would say, if you own your morning, you're going to elevate your life. And I like to leave you with my 3 foundational pillars. Always honor yourself so you can honor others. Love yourself, and you will be able to love others. And then finally, respect yourself, and you will respect others. You guys enjoy your day. This is, I think it's Tuesday, March 18th, 2025, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye.